So cease your attachment to talking and thinking, and there's nothing you will not be able to know. Just ask Ben Franklin when done penning the Declaration of Independence, Constitution, and Bill of Rights. A cohort asked him, "What have you given us, Ben?" As a reply, "A republic, if you can keep it." He foresaw the corruption of the power of a single leader, president, instead of a board, committee running the states. Instead, we have a cabinet, a democracy in demise, in disguise. A brotherhood of man, a sorority college-educated brotherhood of lawyers, judges, DAs, bankers, CEOs, crazy tent-labeled backwater hick with no education, the bigs and the wigs, what are you scared of, little old me? Allegedly from the shallow end of the gene pool, that's me. We're all humans in the same gene pool. We're all humans cut from the same bolt of cloth. We all put pants on the same way, one leg at a time. So quit trying to get a leg up, especially at our expense. That doesn't make any sense. And by that, I mean 1% rich, the elite ilk who are stealing from us. We would willingly share if you just ask instead of forcing us, coercing us with rules and regulations, sanctions and violations, civil as well as human rights violations, taxation without representation. Trickle-down economics, it's a theory put into place by an a president of the 1% ilk who we elected. The problem is the economics aren't trickling. Greedy, grubby, greasy, blood-soaked hand is where the money is sticking in their white-collar fat cat wallets. Blue-collar America is starving. Menial pay for manual labor, breaking backs, making products sold for big corporation with taxes paid on said items, which goes to Uncle Sam, who kicks back to the CEOs, etc., insulated in their high towers. Wheels within wheels. Not to mention the soldiers dying needlessly for what kind of wars? Drug money, drugs, oil, blah, blah, blah. Who are we, the world police? Definitely a police state under the guise of a democracy. We need to take care of our own. Veterans, disabled veterans, active reserve, National Guard, Coast Guard. Thanks, first responders, and by that I mean the EMTs and the firemen. The elders of our nation, who Capitol Hill is pulling the plug on, because it's too much of a drain on their $1 million bank accounts, that's plural, to take care of as they prepare to leave this polluted blue pearl we think is the center of the universe. Dante's Inferno, ninth level, anyone? This is our home. My home, not y'all's trash can. This land is our land. This land is not your land. Just ask the natives. I'm very ashamed of the violations of almost every aspect. Human as slaves, as animals, as fodder, to build empires that crumble, molesting Gaia, raping her for what? Some insubstantial, temporary money status. Money corrupts, power corrupts, powerful money is corrupt. Corroding before it even solidifies, so cease your attachment to mammon. You cannot serve two masters. Both won't pay you. Mammon, which is money, which is corrupt, fake and worthless, printed by a Federal Reserve that is neither federal nor is there any reserve. Is there a neighborhood, a residential neighborhood down somewhere with no address on it? I think that's where the Federal Reserve is located. Look that shit up. Ain't just whistling Dixie here, folks. What happened to the U.S. Mint? JFK? Anyone? So let's take a stroll over that knoll and read a book at the library. History lesson here, folks. Most of this uncivilized civilization of modern society is being preyed upon, while the strings of the marionette are not plied upon by the hand of God. They're pried upon by an insatiable appetite, corporate America, all to collect status symbols in a pissing contest to climb a pointless social ladder. Some with mansions, cars, wives, some of whose looks are derived from surgical procedures to enhance the outside. Garbage inside. What do you got inside? A temple? A shack, a nuclear wasteland decimated by a tyrant that has your best interests at heart? That tyrant is Uncle Sam. That strange uncle, that elephant in the room not mentioned. Why? Because he's a ghost in our machines, brothers and sisters, which he's listening in on for our own good. The only place not able to be intruded upon is our room, the inner temple. So clean up and sweep the room. Bugs. Purify the temple, prune the branches, burn the detritus, clean up the infrastructure, rivers, lakes, oceans, refine the internet, your thoughts, put away hatred, greedy selfishness, get rid of the dross, look to the boss, the guy in the sky, the master chief, principally, plastic people, plastic lives, consumerism, conformism, cookie cutter, cutout, gingerbread houses, neighborhoods, everyone trying to be different, but we're all the same, even me. What we need is love and understanding. I can only imagine. To be as one nation, humans of the kind variety, all inclusive, not exclusive. I'd rather be reclusive than be the recipient of abusive, judgmental condemnation. Looked down upon for differences, say on the outside, huh? We're all the same inside, trying to fill a hole without a holy longing. Fakes and frauds with cracked facades. No one's got enough balls to say the fucking truth, because most of us are scared shitless, myself included. How about real, R-E-A-L? Reality, not reality TV programs. They call it programming for a reason. Wake up now. Sorry I'm so agitated. Most are asleep, even some walking dead, even exit stage left. Snagglepuss? Anyone? Anyone? I know it's possible to wake up, as I've joined the human network after wandering in the desert for over 40 years. This journey, path I'm on, I owe to my goddess lost. Sorry, Randy. I need to make amends. The first step taken in a prison, jail, literally no bigger than a small house. I'm a hayseed redneck with a microcosm of roots that is sinking macrocosmically with my branches shading those in need of a stay of execution. From the scorching blackness to the sightless, sleeping eyes of a deluded, free population. There is no time like the present. We need your presence. Now. Maybe now. We need to see that the scales of Lady Justice are tipping in favor of injustice. We stand not with false weight and measures. We stand alone. We the people need to stand together in unison, united peoples. The red, the black, the yellow, the white, the brown. Let's all stand as one. Then the walls will come tumbling down. Divided we will fall. Fall for propaganda. Pulitzer Prize winning bullshit. America was bought, sold, stole, and paid for a long time ago. Bureaucrats are just shuffling the same shit in front of us over and over and fucking over. Capitol Hill needs to give capital gains a rest, a reset. Democrats, democracy. Republicans, a republic. Bow down and get on your knees. Submit to the laws of Mother Nature, Gaia, God, whatever you want to call it. The ultimate chaos that will destroy you. Your destruction, decomposed cadavers will rot, feeding those to come whether you like it or not, which as it stands now is a choice you will not willingly make. Vampiric sycophants greed will lead to your destruction. It's Sisyphus' destiny I see in y'all's eyes. Because after this life, the gold, the dollars, the bends ain't going with you. Going up around the bends of Shit Creek, no fucking paddle. To the river, Styx. Won't be able to buy passage on that cruise with your credit cards. I hope and pray Donald Trump, Putin, Kim Jong-un can walk my path, my red road out kicking up dust. As this crackling cornbread loving collared and corn-fed farm boy learned to share what little store, canteen, fake processed food I have with those that don't have. A seed planted, tended to long ago in my soil, enriched by a beautiful woman I hurt, abused, and discarded because of my choice for self-medication, primarily alcohol and dope, amongst other meds. So my rant isn't self-righteous. It's because I understand. We the peoples, countries, and nations need to understand is we need love. Love ourselves. Love one another. Love is in order. It will bring order out of this brink of total chaos we're at, which is where evolution happens, on the brink. So here's a toast to all of us. Say something. Something constructive, encouraging. Not a snide, snap judgment comment. Strike that from the record, Your Honor. Your Honor? Your Honor. Are you the jury also? I definitely know your bitch ass ain't the executioner in that throwing stones, living in that glass house. Nope, don't see no headsman's axe in there, so I'm safe. I'm guilty the same. 13.5%, 12 jurors, 1 judge, and half a chance. If you give me half a chance, get to know me. Take the time to get to know someone else. Time and attention, and devote it to something, animal, tree, nature. You are not the center of the universe. Thought I was, but there I go thinking again, you know. And again, I say, think outside yourselves. Think outside the box, that prison of y'all's and mine own making. Chase after the dream, not after the money. So dream a little dream, or a big one. We're all JC masterpieces. I know, because the Bible tells me so, S-O-W. So let's go dancing with Shiva, Vishnu, Buddha, Allah. Let's drink hella mead in Valhalla. Let's roll another joint and listen to Three Little Birds, NWA, Cream, The Outlaws, Gangsta Grass, JC and the Sunshine Band. Open your minds, kick the dust out. You know, open your hearts and let the love flow. Let the love shine in. Love one another right now. Right now. If we come together as a team, no one left behind. Because don't look to fit in around here. I know I don't. Anywhere I go. It's all right, though. First love God, Gaia, whatever you want to call it. Your higher power, source, Buddha, Shiva, Odin. Second is love your neighbor. Hey, that's my neighbor. As yourselves. Stand up to the lies of what lies in the mirror. As you look at yourself, which is the only thing you can control, the only thing I can control is self. We need more self-control, not more rules, regulations, tenets, laws, cannons. How many times must the cannonballs fly? One tin soldier rides away.